Localized parameter recovery grading is a special semi-automated grade function set where product and segregation set entries are used to create the biometric tables on the fly. It applies to either a simple one recovered product scenario or a two recovered product scenario. The first choice with LPR grading is how many of those products to include. One recovered product might be used for merely needing to know pulp recovery and wanting to have the component of waste modelled appropriately. The two recovered product scenario also introduces a more important product known as a superior as opposed to inferior product, which in most situations will be sawlog as opposed to pulp. For this tutorial we're going to create a two product option for a stand that will be primarily pulp but maybe just entering sawlog merchantability. First, create the two products required. I have these ready to go from an earlier tutorial. They are the Uke Sawlog 250 and the Uke Pulp 80 option. From the Create menu, select Segregation Sets. Add a new segregation set. Give it a name. Most of these settings in a segregation set have to do with log bucking, and they're not actually relevant. However, the stump height must be absolute, and it must be entered for an LPR grading. Importantly, we need to identify the actual products. We want that Uke Sawlog 250 and that Uke Pulp 80. Give them a rank and save the segregation set. There's one further entry that must be applied for LPR grading. From the Analysis menu, select Analyses. Add a new analysis. In the Grading section, click the Localized Power Recovery option. There's an entry box for what's called Local Grade Max %. This essentially sets for a Chapman-Richards function the asymptotic maximum that, in this case, sawlog is allowed to attain. It's used for those times when product quality have not been captured as a default. If an entry isn't made, FIRS assumes that a 50% default applies, and this might be quite incorrect. So have a look at your historic data to determine what this value actually needs to be. You've just created a segregation set to be used in LPR grading. It contains two recovered products, sawlog and pulp. An analysis has also been created which has set the superior asymptotic level at 75% for sawlog. If a single product option is in use, it will simply ignore that value.